What's up, y'all? I am on my moon. Movement is especially important when you are bleeding, and the kind of movement that you might find at the beginning of your cycle versus towards the end of the bleeding portion of the cycle specifically might look a little bit different. Your hormones are like plummeted down to the depths at the very, very beginning, which is where I currently am. So I wanted to get on here and show you guys how I move at that portion in my life. Yoga is especially great for getting the blood in the body just gently moving and everything else kind of circulating around. Other things that you might want to do outside of just yoga is wearing really comfy, like loose fitting clothes, or not wearing the hair too tight up. I'm just gonna leave mine down the whole time and it'll fly in my face and that'll be okay. Also eating really mineral rich food. So if you are a carnivore eating red meats, especially meats with organ meats incorporated into it, kidney, liver, heart, super high in vitamins and minerals, B vitamins specifically, so that'll help bump up your natural energy levels. And seafoods are really good as well if you're not a meat eater. If you're neither of those things, seaweed in particular is super high in trace minerals, specifically iodine, which is really good for thyroid function. So really at any point in your cycle, seaweed is just incredible. But again, just being specific to the bleeding portion of the cycle. Okay, that's all I'll say about that. We're gonna have a really slow, kind of sensual, supple flow today. So nothing really needed. A mat, maybe some blocks or a comfy blanket could be really helpful. I've got mine right here. Yeah, let's get started. We're gonna get started on our backs. So I'm gonna move the blanket out of the way for now, maybe grab it later, but just lie on down. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. Lie down on your back, and if you have a bit of low back tension, I'm gonna start with a little low back release. So just gently rocking the hips from side to side. You can bring each knee all the way down if that feels good. Let the arms go whichever way they want to go. Just rock 2 or so more times. And then we'll find some stillness. A beautiful way to, again, relieve any of that lower back tension is to find a broken bridge. So feet as wide as feels good. Knees knock in to touch one another, which releases any of that lordosis, that sway that we got in our low back. And again, just arms wherever feels good. Breathe right here. We'll just arrive. Letting the belly, the ribs press out and expand as much as they need to on every inhale. And just settling yourself in, letting yourself feel heavy on the breath out. Take 3 more breaths right here. Good. And bring your knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Maybe head and neck come off of the mat. And then again, just kind of rock the hips from side to side, holding on to the knees. And you can let the knees splay out wide if it feels good as well.
And then we'll keep the right knee close to the right armpit. We'll let the left leg go nice and long. You can keep the left knee bent if it feels a little bit too much through that front left hip flexor for you, but just breathe here for a moment. Maybe both hands wrap around that right shin. Give it a good squeeze on a breath in. And then supine twist on the breath out. So starting off with a beautiful spinal rinse. Lovely way to start to detox the central nervous system, get that cerebrospinal fluid just kind of moving and grooving around. You may or may not be aware, but when you are bleeding, that is also a natural detoxification phase. So it's a lovely way to just support that in another organ system of the body. One more breath here. And inhale, come back to center. Squeeze the core to get there just to support the low spine, and then switch it out. Right leg goes long, left knee splays out to the side. And breathe. Nothing to worry about here, nothing to do, nothing to plan. Just being here with the breath, being here with the body. Having reverence for those beautiful organs that may bring a little bit of unpleasant feelings, but hopefully also some pleasant feelings as well. Take one more inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the left leg, and then supine twist, left leg drops over to the right. These postures also help a lot with digestion, the kind of squeezing and moving of the large intestine specifically. And so we like to start by finding that contraction on the right side, because that's the ascending side of the colon or the large intestine, and then coming over to the left side is the descending side. Just a little fun anatomy I'm going to throw out throughout the practice. We'll see what other nuggets come through as we move. Take 3 more breaths right here. And again, on an inhale, come back to center, squeezing the core to get there. Both knees come into the chest, and then just a gentle rock along the length of the spine. And we'll find a tabletop pose when you are ready. No need to rush into this at all. All right, so we'll find some barrel rolls all together in our tabletop pose by dropping through the right shoulder first, dropping the right shoulder, inhaling as you drop the belly, and then exhaling as you press the earth away. Take it 3 more times going this way. And then when you find the top, we'll switch directions with those barrel rolls. And these are called barrel rolls because it's almost like you're trying to clean the inside of a barrel with your torso. Good. Come back to, I told you, hair all up at my face. Okay. Neutral tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly, shine the heart. And exhale, cat. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. We'll take that one more time. Breathe in, cow pose.
And exhale, cat.
All right, ground down through the palms and the left shin. Okay, I'm actually going to put my hair up.
You can keep taking those cat cows if it feels good. But again, nice and loose, nice and messy.
Okay, now ground down through the palms and the left shin. Send the right leg out long. Bend through the right knee and then find some gentle hip circles going forward. And then go the other way. Staying slightly active through the core. When your leg comes out to the side, straighten through the right leg. Place the right foot on the outside, trying to stamp the knife edge of right foot down. Take a breath in, find a little heart lift.
And then exhale, child's pose with this right leg extended.
And you can
Have this back toe tucked. You can have it untucked if it feels a little bit better. And you can also pop a block right in front of your forehead if that feels a little bit more supportive for you. Just breathe here. One more breath. Beautiful. Come up to your three-legged tabletop. So we'll lift the right knee, bend it, send it back in space. Take a breath in, straighten through the right leg. Find a little back bend. And exhale, right knee to your nose. Step it through between your palms. You can find a little adjustment to get there. Low lunge. We're actually going to take it to a lizard lunge. So walk that right foot all the way out to the side. And then again, you can either stay on the fingertips if this feels good and just kind of rock. You can also pop a block underneath your forearms or come all the way down to the forearms. Or you can sit in stillness. It is always there for you if you need it. Also, a beautiful option here is to find a nice quad stretch through the back leg. So again, option for a block underneath that left palm, or you can stay tinted on the left fingertips. Inhale, circle, sweep the right arm in and around as you steer the left heel towards the left glute, catching the outside or the inside of that lifted foot. Just breathe and kind of play around with the shape. If you've got that, release it. Bring the right palm down to the earth. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, step the right foot back to meet the left. Lower all the way down to your belly. We'll take a couple of rolling cobras together. So zip the legs together. Inhale, cobra pose. Shine the heart. Exhale, lower.
Two more, breathe in, cobra.
Exhale, lower.
Inhale, cobra pose, pause at the top.
Exhale, lower the right shoulder to the earth. Gaze over towards the left or all the way up to the sky. Inhale, come back through center. And exhale, take it over to the left. So left shoulder drops. Gaze goes to the right or all the way up. Come back through center. Lower everything down. Bring the palms beneath the shoulders and then come back to the tabletop pose. We're going to take it all over again on the left. So ground down. Left leg lifts back behind you. Bend through the left knee and find those hip circles. Nice and gentle. Nice and slow.
the labrum of the hip, that tiny little piece of cartilage. It doesn't have a blood supply to it. Go the opposite way with your circles. So the only way to kind of bathe it in blood, in oxygen, and all those other yummy nutrients that travel in the blood is by movement. Loving on the hips. Okay. Pause when you come out to the side. Straighten through the left leg. Stamp the left foot down to the mat. Inhale. Find that little back bend. And then exhale. Set the hips down. Head nice and heavy. Yeah. Breathe here. One more cycle of breath. And then rise back up to your palms. Lift the left leg, bend it, send it back. Take an inhale, straighten through the left leg, shine the heart. And exhale, left knee to your nose, step it through between your palms. Take one breath here to kind of settle into the shape. And then waltz your left toes all the way to the left side of the mat. Maybe lower down on a block or just straight to the forearms. Again, gentle movement or stillness, either of those. Just give your body what it needs. Give it so much love and tenderness during this time. It's so important to just respect these beautiful, precious, sacred cycles that we have. These rhythms that have been around for longer than we could have even imagined. Okay. If you took the quad stretch option on the first side, come to those palms. Again, maybe a block underneath your right palm is going to make this a little bit more accessible for you. Everybody inhale, circle, sweep the left arm all the way in and around. Catch the out or inside of the right foot. And I like to inhale as you find that openness and exhale as you gently pull the right heel into the right glute, but just kind of find, again, whatever feels good for you. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Release it down. Bring your left palm back down to the earth. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee. And step the left foot all the way back in space. Just stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Drop down to the knees. Last little bit, we're going to stay on the earth. And you either grab your block or a blanket. If you've got the blanket, we're going to start with a supported bridge. So you can fold the blanket up a couple of times, as much as feels good. That looks like a decent height for me. So this is going to come under the small of your back. Sit my hips over. Oh, that feels good. Okay, yeah, and you just hang out right here. Or maybe you have a block, again, playing around with the height, just finding that beautiful lumbar spine release. Relax the arms. Relax the face, the muscles between the eyebrows. Relax the breath. Take 3 full cycles of breath right here. Nothing to do but breathe. From here, we're gonna find legs up the wall. So you can keep this right underneath you. If you have a block and you have it up on a higher setting, I recommend taking it down to the lowest setting and you just extend the legs straight up. Helping get all that blood flow back to our internal organs. If you want, you can point and flex the toes. You can find circles through the ankles. You can just kind of shake through the legs if it feels good. Again, like just play around a little bit. Keep the eyes closed if that makes it a little bit easier for you to just like intuitively, organically move here. And eventually come to find some stillness just for a moment, just for 2 more breaths. Let's actually take 1 more breath right here. This is one of my favorites. All right, now legs can lower slowly down. If you want to keep the blanket right here, you can. We're going to go straight into Shavasana. I know we didn't have to get on our feet 1 time during this flow, or you can pop that blanket underneath your head or a pillow under your head, whatever you want to do. I love just straight down on the earth, so whatever shape you want to find for your Shavasana, make your way there. And we'll just close out right here. Right hand over the belly, or you can bring it down a little bit lower into that hip space, kind of the sacral region where our sexual organs sit. And left hand over the heart, just to remind ourselves how safe we are right here, right now. And providing ourselves with that loving, warming, tender touch. Knowing that we can return to this practice, uniting the breath, the body, and the mind at any point throughout our cycle, not just at the beginning of the bleed, yeah, but then especially. Just finding that gentle, mindful movement. I'm going to leave you right here in your Shavasana today. If you want to keep your hands exactly as is, you're more than welcome to. Or if you would like to close out this practice, get on with the rest of your day or evening. Bring both palms together and then thumbs up to the space between the eyebrows. Just finding 1 more moment, 1 more breath all together. Deep inhale. And exhale, let it go.